Okay.
What's the plan for today?
Just what we usually do, go out and see what we can do, try our best. That's what it is, we've got nothing to win, we've got nothing to lose, but obviously we don't want to go off the road, so...
No, you want to get a finish?
I want to get finished, it's home rally,
Yes,
it's only
exactly.
6 mile for the house, so
Yeah.
so we'll do what we'll do our best.
The Hills is likely the last event that Scott Peacock's MG will contest as a 1400. Big plans are afoot for a 1600 engine to go in for next year. Taking their 5th maximum points of the year, Scott and co-driver Robin Neal were very pleased to be worrying the bigger cars on their way to 2nd in class in the event. Not registered in the SRC, the Class 1 would go to Barry Meek in the Nissan Micra. And if that name sounds familiar, it's because his younger brother happens to be called Chris. I'm not sure what happened to him. For Barry, the Hills marks a return to rallying after a layoff, the Micra taking the Class 1 by almost 2 minutes.
Sorry, I've got a real doozy of a question for you just now. I've been asked to ask what your approach will be approaching the live camera in the stages today.
Hopefully not the same as last time anyway.
Yeah,
To keep all 4 tyres on the road. That's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah, and get to the finish.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's all we want is another finish today.
Good. Oh well, here's hoping. I take it there was no lasting damage done.
The bumper, cable tie came off the bumper and that was it.
Yeah,
Yes.
lucky girls. Yeah, I think everybody saw that.
Yeah, it was a good laugh for everyone anyway.
Struggling all day with a mystery handling problem, Nikki Addison and Rachel Matheson were glad to see the finish and glad to have avoided any Facebook Live antics this time out.
I just want this to look like this at the end.
Yep, keep it nice and shiny.
I know,
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, yep.
Especially because this event as well, we're doing for charity, so we're doing it for the STV Children's Appeal, which is good. So if there's any buckets, if you see the bucket, please do contribute, everyone.
Yeah.
6th in class at the finish, Caroline Carslaw and Charlie Sear Payne were combining rallying with raising money for charity. The rallying part went pretty well, with Caroline only reporting one big broadside moment during the day. As for the charity, they raised over £1,000 for the STV Children's Appeal. It's not a bad effort.
Repeat, right 2 late over crest, 100. To right 3 over crest, and right 4. So right 3 and right 4. Into crest, left 3 in. 70 past the junction. Care right 2 in over crest. Into care left 5 and immediate right 7. So immediate right 7 here. 100.
Neil Cowan Jr. was making his 1600 debut and also had Callum Shanks in the hot seat for the first time. 4th in class and crucially a minute up on his dad, it was a successful test for the new engine.
I was testing down at Jocks 2 weekends ago and couldn't get it to fault, so hopefully. So I think I've fixed it, maybe.
Finally regaining some luck at long last, Fraser Smith would manage his first finish since the border. 3rd in class, despite clouting a big rock and catching a car on the final stage, it was an impressive drive, netting him a Star Drive nomination.
Junior champion-elect, what's the plan of attack for today?
Finish, that's all we can do. It's just a case of finishing today. No heroics.
we've been told it's really slippy and narrow and beaty, so...
Yeah, and that's the first one. Need to get through the first one at least.
Aye, that's the plan.
Get settled in.
Just get a rhythm, stick to the rhythm, don't look at results, just get to the end. That's all we're thinking about.
Taking maximum points and second in class on the event, Jude McDonald and Michael Cruikshank were on a mission to guarantee Jude the junior title. And that meant Jude had to curb his enthusiasm, something he wasn't really enjoying doing. At the top of the class, it was another Irish crew taking the win. Raymond Doyle and Kevin Duggan's Corolla almost a minute and a half up at the finish, despite a failing crank sensor on the final road section. The O'Kane's rough season would continue, falling into a ditch in Blackloch. And that would leave the battle for the class title. Paddy Munro and Keir Beaton had suffered a cracked gearbox casing early on and were topping up the oil after every stage. They would enter the final stage 6 seconds clear of Douglas Watt and Ian Parker. Douglas and Ian absolutely nailing it to grab a last stage class and championship win by just 1 second after a fantastic season-long battle.
Pretty delighted for the season we've had. It's been no bad. We've had ups and downs, so quite chuffed to get it.
Good. Must have been some battle today, because I think between you and Paddy Munro there wasn't much in it.
Wasn't much in it. It was snip and tuck all day, really. We just a charge in the last stage, and luckily by 1 second I take it.
Ian and Don Milne would finish third in the points this time out, securing second in the class championship.
We'll see how the car goes and see how we all go, and our combined age is quite a lot between the car and me.
Yes, so there's quite a bit of maturity here, I can see, yes.
But no, we'll have fun, see how it goes, and it's... I thought I'd better try it because we're doing the Roger Albert Clark. So
me too.
That's 5-60 mile days, so or whatever it is.
Yeah, good shakedown for that. Yeah.
Ernie Lee and Patricia Milligan had decided to tackle the bigger 75 mile event that the BRC contenders were doing, while still claiming SRC points. Second in the class points on the hills would guarantee them third in the championship, just 8 points behind Milne.
Once we get this first one out of the, we were talking earlier on, and if we get a list of stages you would pick to do your first one back, Dalbeattie would probably have been the last. But there you go, we've no choice in the matter.
Mixed reports, it could be slippy or grippy.
Aye, that's it, yes, twisty and all of those things as well. I mean, we'll do anything to get out of this commentating like a caper,
Well,
it's been good fun. He's getting quicker. He's getting back into it. We're leaving the break in a tad late on the last stage, but we're not looking at times. We're just enjoying ourselves.
Just having fun. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
Good.
Yes, the hills would mark the return of the former Group N champions, Andy and Roy forsaking the commentary game to try out Andy's rebuilt Escort. And things went pretty well for Walter until late in the day, a heavy landing cracking the windscreen, and the alternator bracket would part company with the rest of the car over the final stage. They made it to the finish, however, and most importantly, they enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, it's going well. All the stages are very good. First one was a bit sticky, which we all knew about. But Cairn Edward and the last one there, really, really good stages. Fast flowing, yeah.
Yeah, good. So you're quite happy with the day so far?
Yeah, so far it's going well, yes. Notes are all working well, and car's going well, and we seem to be had the right choice of tyres, so quite happy.
Making it 6 wins out of 6 in the SRC Historic class, Tom Coftry and Ian Fraser were finally able to say that they'd had a completely trouble-free run in the Gallant, after a very solid year.
You had a much needed finish on the Grampian, but I believe you had a bit of an incident on this event last year, am I right?
Yeah, you would be right, and we're going past it twice today, but I'll be fine. Yeah.
Do you think you'll have got rid of all those demons?
I think so. It doesn't seem to be affecting me now. It affected me throughout the start of this year, but I think I've sort of wiped it from my head, and no, I'm really looking forward to getting going on this.
Yeah.
The Hills was the scene of Johnny Mackay's big accident last year. The young man was keen not to repeat that and took the first half of the day fairly steady. From SS4 onwards, he started to push and felt the confidence was building on his way to third in class.
It's up 1 right over crest, tight to 4 right in over crest, 60. Flat 2 left in. And crest, flat 1 right. 50, small crest, flat 1 left. And care 3 right in over crest. And long 3 left. 170. Deep care 5 left over crest, 70. Caution 5 left, no cut.
Just go out, get a finish, do well, and have a go at the BRC and see if we can get in amongst the boys there.
Yeah, 75-mile event.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it'll be hard going, but we're worth it.
You'll be knackered at the end.
I will be.
Good. And you've got Tom sitting with you today.
Some good experience, so if he does well today, we can say he might be sitting with me next year.
The plan today is not to take it easy. Today we've nothing, no pressure, so it's a case of going to push Lindsay on today.
Right,
so
okay.
Just not taking it easy.
Just remember you've got to get to the finish.
We've nothing to lose, and I think it's a great opportunity with the extra mileage to see what Lindsay can do and what the car can do.
Another crew tackling the big event, newly crowned ladies champion Lindsay Henderson and co-driver Tom Hind, arrived at the Hills with Lindsay still in with a shout of the junior title. That wasn't to be, but they did get the compensation of the class title after a good year.
Opens over crest and right 3 in, into crest, left 3 in, 70 over junction, right 3 in over crest, up, braking into left 5, don't cut, right 7 in, 100, keep left over crest, braking into right 3 in, narrow, long left 7, keep in over crest, 120, right 1 over crest, 80, right 5 in, 40 over small crest, right 3, don't cut, crest into left.
Taking a second class win on the bounce, Bobby Mitchell and Craig Wallace had stuck their Fiesta into the top 20 once again, Bobby admitting he had on occasion been untidy and picked up a puncture in SS4. Despite this, it was another class win for the Fiesta.
Left 2 on crest, don't cut, C170. Left 2 on crest, and left 1 in over crest. 40, right 2 in, and right 1 in, left 1 over dip, keep left over crest jump, and right 1 over 20, left 3 on crest, and crest, C120, right 1 in, 60, braking, left 1 over crest, and short left 6, into short right 7, 50, care left 5 in, bridge.
No, it's been a really fun day. Craig's done a great job. The stages were fantastic, so we enjoyed ourselves. And that last stage was at Raiders Road. It was definitely our best stage of the day to finish off, so really enjoyed it.
Excellent, good. So what's next?
I've got a track record in 2 weekends' time, so that's the last event of the Fiestas. And then don't know after that. We'll have to see what happens.
We would lose both Duncan MacDonald and Alistair Brearley early on, although sadly not as early as Paul McAlane and Niall McKenna. The Irish crew out before they could start, with a blown head gasket on the Friday night.
Did you hit something?
Yeah, there was a bad come over the bridge, and just as I come over the bridge there was, well, clipped something just in the exit of the bridge and chucked the car sideways, so
Aye.
yeah, we limped through, we got through, but
Oh, you get a chance to have a wee look at it here, I would think.
got about an hour and a bit in here, so
Aye, yeah, so that's a...
I'll try and get out
a
for
wee
the,
bit,
for
yeah.
the last ones.
Mhm.
We're doing well at stage 4 and stage 2, that was really good. Got in a really good rhythm in there and just had our lit, so that was good.
Yeah.
We're getting into the rhythm, but obviously this is just
Yeah,
we set back, but we'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll get it sorted.
Nothing too...
Rounding out the finishers, Rue Campbell and Michael Motes had struggled all day with an ill-handling sunbeam.
A good run on the Grampian.
We did, we had an alright run in the Grampian. We've had a few issues with gear ratios and stuff. We've got them a bit better for this, so hopefully we'll be a bit closer to the boys at the front. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Bob Adamson continued his good run of form with second in the class points this time out. New navigator Jamie McTavish clearly settling in well.
Yeah, you're a former winner of this event.
Oh, aye. Back when I was quick. As many years ago now. 8 years ago, in fact.
Yeah, 8 years. Wow.
8 years ago,
Yes, yeah. How do you think it'll go in the escort today?
I'm just looking for another clean run after the Grampian disappointment going out. We just want to get a clean run under our belt before the end of the year, really. That's the plan. And we want to try and mix it with the rest of the boys. That's the plan.
Taking the class and two-wheel drive win, Mark McCulloch and Michael Hendry had enjoyed a day-long battle with the Irish visitor Shane McGurr in his Starlet. At the end of the day, the escort would win by just 12 seconds, aided by McGurr suffering from 2 punctures.
Over the bottle of the champagne. That's very pathetic.
You claimed you were retiring after the Grampian. What happened?
Yeah, well, I had retired, but all the rest of the escort guys have been on it, man, phone calls and said better finish the season, so decided to finish the season. That'll be us done this time.
Yeah, good. And you're looking forward to a good run today?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to having a bit of fun because we've got all the points we're going to get anyway, so today's just a bit of fun for us.
Despite claiming he was retiring after the Grampian, Gordon Murray was at the hills, still in with a chance of the class title. But unfortunately the car would let him down in SS2 with a mechanical failure.
Into your first SRC season, how do you think it's gone?
Well, do you know, it's probably gone very much to plan. We thought we'd do this season and very much use it as a learning experience, and we've had some good runs and some less good runs, but I certainly know an awful lot more now about rallying than I did before. And then next season we'll have a proper go.
Jamie McIntyre made it all the way to the last stage before unfortunately sliding into a ditch and out of the event. The BMW of Ian Haining and Mark Roberts would grab second at the finish.
Two-wheel drive champion-elect today.
Aye, it's been a bit of a strange one approaching this event. I've never been in this position before just to try and finish, but if I followed everybody's advice, it would be everything between flat out and take your time, so I don't know what to do.
You just have to find a happy medium.
Aye, we're going to just make sure we get through Dalbeattie a wee bit, you know, it's a tight enough and tricky enough stage that I would rather just get through that one and then we'll maybe push on a wee bit.
Yeah,
after
get the first one over, yep. But I believe you've got superpowers today, you've got your lucky trainers on.
Got my lucky trainers on. I forgot my boots at Argyll and I put these trainers on. We've won the two-wheel drives ever since, so I'm not taking them off now.
Taking the class and two-wheel drive title, Ian Wilson and Chris Williams did exactly what they needed to do, although they flirted with disaster on the second stage. Ian's lucky trainers saving them on their way to wrapping up the two-wheel drive championship. Three would start and three would finish. Mike Motes and Gary McDonald had struggled with a down on power engine due to an electrical fault, and they would take third. Paul Collins would take a second in a row, declaring the Hills to be his best performance so far in the Subaru Cup. And making it 4 wins out of 6, Max and Callum Redpath would also take a solid 4th in Class 9 after another good run, in what has been a very good season.
How's it going?
Yeah, good.
You're here?
I'm here. Hated the first stage as I thought I might, but the second stage was good. That last stage was a bit loose on parts. A few people off there, but yeah, all good so far.
You managed to keep it on the road, so that's the main thing.
Absolutely. It was so funny at the second stage. I was kind of first time I've really been airborne, and I was kind of side on at the same time. So that was
exciting.
So that was quite exciting.
Aileen and John Forrest would wrap up their year with another solid finish. John full of praise for Aileen when she managed to save them from a potential roll by just burying the throttle, something he reckoned she wouldn't have been able to do a year ago.